Bob Wilson was this guy with this Boston accent, running around Dallas, sometimes in tennis shorts, coming into this station, invigorating it. He came in here and said, we're going to make this station work. He was like the quarterback on a team, and the underdogs for sure, but that we could win the game.
In 1968, KERA found a creative new voice when Ralph Rogers hired 26-year-old Bob Wilson to run the station.
Well, at that time I was working for him, and as kind of a gopher, as assistant to the president, and he was interested in resurrecting this station and making it into something. I had become friends with Jim Lehrer at the Dallas Times-Herald, and I thought one of the things we could do was to have Jim come on every week or so.
Bobby Wilson, who I still call him Bobby, and he called me and asked me if I would become a consultant to News and Public Affairs. And I said, well, great. Do you all do any News and Public Affairs programming? And he said, no, but we want to do some.
I'm Jim Villier, and this is Newsroom, a program of local news, analysis, and opinion.
Together, Wilson and Rogers set in motion the groundbreaking nightly program, Newsroom.
We were the most diverse group of people in journalism in Texas and in many parts of the country. I mean, I'm talking about in terms of ethnicity, in age, in background.
Oh, let me tell you how bad it was. Women had never appeared on a regularly scheduled news program. African Americans had not appeared. Hispanics had not appeared. Men with beards had not appeared.
Right.
But we were horrified.
Any man that has no respect for law and order, no respect for the court, I'd brand him as a militant.
From the beginning, Newsroom was very controversial.
Do you feel torn in this matter? Do you feel you should join other city fathers?
We have served many Arizona city councils.
They were used to having people say, oh, yes, sir. There wasn't much yes, sirring from the Newsroom crew. And pretty soon we were part of this city in a way that many people really came to like.
Okay.
And now for something completely different.
In another bold move, KERA was the first station in the country to air Monty Python's Flying Circus.
Well, it was Ron de Villier who really was the person behind that. I'll never forget, he was down 2 or 3 doors from me, and I hear him yell, Wilson, wait till you see this.
I'm a lumberjack and I'm okay. I sleep all night, I work all day.
And they came and did an evening with us live.
Okay, we want to welcome our audience. We are obviously here with members of the Monty Python Flying Circus troupe. You know that better than I do.
I wondered how in the hell I was going to get it on TV, because it was very rude for Dallas, Texas in the 70s. But I had one piece of good fortune, and that is that the manager of the station was a guy by the name of Bob Wilson. And he was this Boston Irish Catholic and with a raging sense of humor.
He was a visionary without a doubt. Everything that he did in those early days was against the grain.